What'd you do to it?
Hey, I want to start with telling you a story. The story I have to tell you about is a friend of mine named Phyllis. She had problems at home. And she was stressed out about problems at home, and then she went to work and people were talking about her, talking behind her back. And she continually, got depressed, got oversensitive, couldn't figure out why people were talking about herself. She didn't feel comfortable talking to her union representation. She figured that the union doesn't do anything for her. She also didn't feel comfortable in going to management because she figured they'd just tell her to suck it up and deal with it. So her depression got deeper and deeper, and she essentially couldn't work anymore because of her depression. She's afraid to go outside of her house, afraid she'll run into people she knows. She she was bringing in short-term disability, but that ran out and she lost her house. Workplace bullying. These are some of the effects. Your mental effects, there's stress, panic attacks, oversensitive, being irritated. And then if you go into physical effects, because of the stress, you can you get sick easier because your defenses are down. It's been known to cause cancer, high blood pressure. There's a Dr. Lisa Bearwell that said that there's over a million cases of workplace bullying, and that 25% of them either have depression or panic attacks. Okay, what we can do for help. We happen to have a pretty decent group of elected union representation. We've got John, Heather, Rob, Randy, and Gary. If you don't feel comfortable talking to them, I'm sure one of them you could feel comfortable with the confidentiality. If not, if you feel better talking to somebody else, I'm sure that you could go to Chuck or to Ale and talk to them. It should be a no-brainer to talk to your representation first. The other thing that you can do is they actually have a program through work. It's called the EAP. It's an employee assistant program. It's totally free to people. They have no control over who goes. They have no knowledge of who goes and who uses it. It's completely confidential. It is in your handbooks, but I did make copies because I don't know if everybody knew about it. Workplace bullying, you see it all the time. My second story is about a lady named Jody. Jody's supervisor was giving her a hard time and bullying her. She confronted her supervisor about it. The supervisor then made it worse. He upped his bullying attempts. So she went to HR. She goes to HR and talks to HR. HR calls her supervisor in. Her supervisor gets an earful, walks back out. It happened on a Friday. He said to her, "You just wait till Monday. You just wait till Monday. We'll take care of this then." She went home and she was devastated, absolutely devastated. She called her mom. Her mom said, "It'll be okay. You'll be just fine. Don't worry about it. Maybe it's time for you to start looking for a new job." Saturday morning came. She called her aunt. Aunt told her the same thing. "You'll be okay. It'll be all right." Jody's a single mother. She has 2 little boys. She took her little boys, put them on the couch, put in their favorite movie to watch, their favorite cartoon. She went in the bathroom, committed suicide. And to tell me that workplace doesn't have a problem. Workplace bullying, it really is a bad thing.
Sorry, David. Nobody should ever have to